sports. It's in the game.
He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
Welcome to Weekly. This shows some basic stats about your upcoming opponent.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First play, and Young is going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Reaching up for it, and he's got it. DJ Chark with an acrobatic catch. And the Panthers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return, and the football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense...
Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On the carry, this is Myles Gaskin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's Achane. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Young now. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. To the air once more, Young. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. These 2 teams all tied after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Raheem Blackshear now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Here is Young. Flush to his right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Bryce Young who finished things off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Tua going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Now a 2nd and 6. Young. Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. DJ Chark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
H-Chain on 1st and 10. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd down, Tua. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Derek Brown. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And Young's throw there incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, it's off to Chicago. Check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who have the lead in that one at halftime. Kirk Cousins has fired 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Robert Woods, a touchdown reception.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This a 2nd and 8. A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Taken in at the 11. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, Young buying time to his left. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Young to throw it. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Young to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were...
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Laviska Shenault high in the air to bring it in. And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
H8 on the counter. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down. Young on 3rd down. Out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Gaskin. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On the move to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, 14 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You've got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Tua. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high speed. Oh, wide open, complete. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. From midfield, here's Tua. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Rolling to his left. Throw left side, going to be caught by Shenault. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Young here to throw. Flushed out right. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. A play fake. Now Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Panthers,